Welcome to Make It Happen with me, your host, Maggie. Today, we'll talk about how to make results your reality, not just a dream or a possible constantly cyclical battle of starting, making progress, and then falling off the wagon again. You're here to make things happen, and the strategy I have for you today is vital to your success, especially if this has been a struggle for you in the past. This podcast is a true labor of love for me to provide you with simple and impactful fitness, nutrition, and health tips, tools, and information in just 10 minutes or less. So let's get to it. Results are a tough thing to achieve, be it weight loss, fat loss, muscle gain, improved blood lipids, increased endurance, or otherwise. But just because something is challenging doesn't mean it has to be complicated. The truth is, achieving results is way simpler than you might realize, especially as it pertains to your fitness. And since I'm here to guide you to make things happen as it pertains to fitness and health, that is what we are going to be focused on. But simple doesn't always mean easy, of course. However, there is a strategy that can help you not only achieve results, but results that last. And I think that we can all agree that that is the important thing. Reaching goals is a fabulous thing, but if we can't hang on to them and then build upon them, then what is the darn point? Maybe you've been there, done that, swore you'd commit to this fitness program or try this diet, but it didn't last long term. And if that's the case, they were most likely too big of an undertaking from where you were in life, or too big of a change from what you could realistically commit to at that time. Maybe it required too much of your time, was inconvenient, or just too much all at once from what you were already doing. And these are really key considerations to your success. No one starts out to slay a goal with the expectation that you're going to backtrack. When you start, you have great intentions, and that intention is important. Your desire matters. You deserve to feel your best, and you owe it to yourself to make it happen. Your motivation to get started is truly a gift. But starting is the easy part. That's when motivation is high. We must figure out how to not only progress, but to stick with it so that we can make things happen and feel our best long into the future, which is exactly what each of us deserves. Most of us dive right in when we're excited about a goal. This is when motivation is high. It is when it's our beautiful best friend. But motivation is not a true friend that will stick around. Motivation is like that flaky best friend from middle school who left you hanging when their crush finally gave them attention. Not to divert your attention elsewhere, but this is what motivation is. So I'm saying you shouldn't dive in? Not exactly. You do you. We all function differently. But if you have started and jumped ship more times than you'd like to admit, this advice is exactly what you need to hear to not only make actual change happen, but last. I'm sure you've heard the tagline, motivation is what gets you started, habits are what keep you going. And this truth is golden to know, recognize, and consider as you step forward on the path to achieving your goals. So here it is. The absolute best way for you to make real and lasting results lies in making small changes. It might sound silly at first, but if you commit to making 1 or 2 small changes this week and make those changes into habits, and then add another 1 to 2 small changes in a couple weeks, which you also build into habits, the compound effect of those changes can be massive. If you start and stop constantly because you're trying to change too much all at once and it doesn't end up working for you, it's not only frustrating, but defeating. Every time you start and stop, you kick your confidence down a notch. And every time you lower your confidence, your willpower is impacted. And if your willpower is hurt, you will lower your chance of starting again and possibly send you further back from where you were when you initially started. Which brings me full circle. The best piece of advice that I can give you today is that the small changes that you make today and stick with day after day will add up to huge changes down the road. And while the progress you see might be slower and steadier, the key is that they will last because you will stay committed. Ease yourself into making changes. Start small, conquer, and add on. That is the secret to your success. And it's really no secret after all. Think of something that you would really like to change, something that you know improving would make a profound difference in your life. Let's talk about an example that I know so many of us struggle with, and that's committing to exercise. This struggle is literally the reason that I am here talking to you today. I am not using this example to push my workouts down your throat. I am using this example because it is a real struggle for so many of us. And that struggle is what brought me down this path. I am committed to helping you fix it because exercise is so important for your overall health, disease prevention, emotional well-being, and so much more. If you've struggled to commit to exercise, an example of a small change that you could make would be committing to 15 minutes each day, most days of the week. While 15 minutes doesn't sound like a lot of time, it can make a heck of a difference, especially if you're following an effective program that you also enjoy. Everyone has 15 minutes. You just have to find that time that's best for you. Whether you choose to sweat with me, take a 15-minute walk, or find another quick program to follow, if you take out the limitation of time and make it convenient for you, you will be able to commit and follow through. And of course, it would be silly for me not to remind you that I've created an excuse-proof fitness program just for you. But this strategy applies to anything you want to change in life. If you want to improve your nutrition, pick 1 or 2 small things that you could adjust this week and commit to them. Once you've created habits out of them, add on. Do not be the statistic that falls for the trap of doing too much all at once because an ad caught your attention or someone told you that it's the best program. Be the unique, lovely, amazing, and strong, able human that you are, the one that is much better than that. Be the you that commits and follows through. You are 110% capable. If you've struggled for months or years, please think hard about trying this strategy. You deserve to feel your best, and I stand behind you to make it happen. Until next time.